What is going on, guys? They call me Epi. Welcome to another video on the channel today. The Season 4 Pro League Finals are over, and with that comes a live demo that was broadcasted on Twitch. Today, I want to talk about a lot of the information discussed in that live demo and what we can expect to see for Siege in the future. If you guys are interested in anything and everything Rainbow Six, there is a playlist in the description for all my Rainbow Six Siege videos, as well as my live stream link for everything on Twitch. So if you guys are interested, be sure to check that stuff out. Now, the focal point of the live stream for me was definitely the new operator, so I want to spend most of my time talking about them here today. They introduced some stuff, showed us some sneak previews and playthroughs of the skyscraper map, and while I think that's pretty cool, I think the operators catch my eye just a little bit more. Now, I want to start this off with Echo, and the reason for that is because we didn't know a lot about the drone. We knew it could disorient enemies or stun them. We didn't know how it was going to move around the map or how much team utility it was going to provide. Now, I'm happy to say after watching the live demo that this drone is pretty much a necessity from this point forward. I really could see it making its way into the meta, and for a good reason. Once Echo deploys the drone, it does hover above the ground just a little bit in any direction you'd like it to go, and as soon as you decide that this is a great spot to deploy the damn thing, it springs up onto the ceiling and kind of clamps or latches itself there. Now, I thought this was okay up until I saw when it's not in use. When you clamp the drone onto the ceiling and you're not using it, it does become cloaked, and that is an insane amount of survivability and utility that I didn't know was going to be in the game. The developers did state that it is visible, so you're going to have to take a little bit of an extra look, a double take, I guess you could say, if you want to spot the drone, but from the looks of the gameplay, it was really hard to spot, and if you're bypassing the drone really quickly or not paying attention, you could easily miss it. So I'm not sure how I feel about the whole cloak thing. The drone itself is pretty damn cool. The stun ability, which we're going to talk about now, is really awesome. One of the YouTubers decided to stun himself, and again, that is possible. Friendly fire is a thing, so you can stun and disorient yourself if you choose to. You want to be that asshole. But from the looks of the gameplay, I don't want to be on the receiving end of this thing. It really does stun and disorient your screen, make it a little bit more shaky, and it's going to be a game changer like I said earlier. And the effects on screen, that's not even the worst of it. The developers have said that when he stunned himself, he was not moving and the stun effects weren't that bad. So if you do stun somebody who is in complete motion, who is walking past your drone, and you decide to hit that stun button, they are going to feel the full wrath, the full stun and disorientation effect, and it's going to be really bad. Your aim is basically going to go to shit is what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't know if it was just me personally, something for me that was bothering me when I was watching the demo, but when you do stun somebody, the operator on the receiving end doesn't really react to the stun. He kind of just pushes his way a little bit slower, maybe. You really can't tell that he is stunned, so I would kind of like more recognition on the receiving end of things so you don't waste more stun charges. You only get 3, or at least you only got 3 while this demo was going on, and I don't see you getting any more than that, so maybe a hit marker of some sort, of some reactionary movement from the operator to know that, hey, I stunned, I don't have to stun anymore. As far as Echo's loadout goes, I wasn't really all that interested in the shotgun. It's a shotgun at the end of the day, but the MP5 does come with an integrated suppressor. In this clip, you can see that there is no barrel attachment of any kind. I didn't see it. I don't know if it was just in the demo build that they showed us on screen, but if it was there, I'm blind, but it seems like it's going to have an integrated suppressor built into the gun, so I thought that was pretty cool. A good feature, honestly. Now, talking about Hibana is where things get interesting as well. I'm definitely going to be a fan of her because she seems really cool, and it's going to change the meta a little bit more once I tell you guys everything we learned in the demo. A little bit of a disclaimer though first, they did announce that during this tech test, whatever build the game was running, Hibana was bugged in some way, shape, or form, so I don't know how that affects gameplay or how things work with her gadget, but they really didn't show a lot of her, and that's the reason they gave for that, so I don't know if this stuff is going to change from what we did see of her, but I just want to let you guys know. Now, her launcher can fire 6 pellets at a time, and there are 3 sets of this same 6 pellets, so she technically has 18 pellets at her disposal, but again, only 6 are shot at a time, but they are all detonated at the same time, so regardless of how many you decide to shoot out on the floor, whether it's 6 or 12 or 18, if you detonate them, they all detonate at once, so that's interesting. Now, if you do fire 6 of these pellets or even 12 of these pellets on a reinforced wall and you decide to detonate it, it will blow up the wall and you will be able to vault on in, so essentially she can replace Thermite, and that's where I'm gonna say I really don't think you need Thermite anymore. I think she's a really good replacement for Thermite, so not only can she replace Thermite by just simply blowing up these reinforced walls, but she could also fire any number of pellets onto any wall that she wants and switch to her primary, shoot off some of these pellets, and make the explosion a little bit smaller for murder holes, so that adds an entire level of versatility that Thermite just doesn't bring to the table. And even at the end of the stream, the developers have 100% stated that these pellets, once they are detonated, cannot be bandit tricked. So previously, when you have a Thermite charge that's detonating, ready to blow, the fuse is kind of counting down and then it explodes. In that short period of time, a bandit charge can be put on the wall to kind of counteract the Thermite charge, and you're kind of left shitting your pants. There's nothing you could do. If that is the same case with these pellets, because they do have a pretty long detonation time in which they start to cook and then eventually explode, if you put a bandit charge down in that same period of time, the same as Thermite, while it is ready to blow up, it will not get rid of the pellets pallets, you will not be able to gain entry. That will do absolutely nothing. So I don't know, dude. She trained with Thermite actually when the developers revealed kind of her backstory, and it seems like the student kind of surpasses the master in this case. She seems like she just brings more options for everybody. So you couple that with her AR, which hits pretty hard. I mean, it seemed to do pretty good in the demo. I don't really have much to say about it because, again, they didn't showcase much Hibana because of the bug in the build, but she seems pretty cool. So if you're a fan of Ash and / or Thermite, you're gonna feel right at home with her, and I think I'm gonna try to main her because I personally love Ash and I love blowing shit up. So it's gonna be pretty cool to see how she plays out once we get her. Again, on November 17th is when this is launching for Season Pass owners. Non-Season Pass owners are getting this stuff a week later. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will be posting everything and anything Rainbow Six on the channel. There is a playlist again in the description as well as an annotation on screen for my videos. I have been Ampy. I will see you guys on the next video.